Hello friends, in this video we are going to read biology section of Lucent. Our topic today is botany. We'll first read the chapter and then we'll solve questions based on it. Let's start. The study of different types of trees, plants is called botany. Theophrastus is called the father of botany. Now see the classification of plantae. In the year 1883, Eichler has classified the botanical world as under plant kingdom, and plant kingdom is further divided under cytogams and phanerogams. Cytogams, cryptogams. Cryptogams are plant without seed, and they are further divided into thallophyta, barophyta, and pteridophyta. Therophyta are divided into algae and fungi. So algae and fungi are the plant from thallophyta. Next, phanerogams. Phanerogams are seed-bearing plant. They are further divided into gymnospermae and angiosperm. Gymnosperm and angiosperm. Angiosperm is further divided into monocotyledons and dicotyledons. First, cryptogamous plant. So cryptogamous plant, there are no flower and seed in this type of plants. These are classified into the following types. Following groups. Thallophyta. Thallophyta is the largest group of the plant kingdom. The body of the plant in this group is thallus. That is, plant are not differentiated into roots, stems, and leaves. So body of plants in the Thallophyta group is thallus-like. That is, plant are not differentiated into roots, stems, and leaves. There is no conducting tissue. It is divided into two groups. That is, algae and fungi. Let's see algae. The study of algae is called phycology. The algae normally have chlorophyll and autotrophic mode of nutrition. Its body is thallus-like. It may be unicellular, colonial, or filamentous. Useful algae as a food. Porphyra, ulva, sargassum, laminaria, nostoc, etc. are algae used as food. In making iodine, laminaria, fucus, ichlonia as a manure, nostoc, anabena, kelp, etc. In making medicines, chlorelline from chlorella and tincture iodines made from laminaria in research works, chlorella, acetabularia, belonia, etc. Note: an astronaut can get protein, food, water, and oxygen by showing the chlorella algae in the tank of the aircraft. So, chlorella is known as space algae. Agar-agar is also prepared from algae. Next, fungi. Study of fungi is called mycology. Fungi is chlorophyll-less, central carrier tissue-less, and thallophyta. Accumulated food in fungi remains as glycogen. Fungi cell wall is made up of chitin. Example, Elbugo, Phytophthora, Mucor, etc. Fungi may create serious disease in plant. Most damage is caused by rust and smut. Main fungal diseases in plants are as white rust of crucifer, loose smut of wheat, rust of wheat, early blight of potato, red root of sugarcane, ticca diseases of groundnut, wart disease of potato, brown leaf spot of rice, late blight of potato, damping off of seedling, etc. Rhizopus is a fungi commonly known as bread mold. Heterothallis in fungi was discovered by A. F. Blackley. Alpha toxins are produced by fungi. Lichens are the association of algae and fungi. Lichens developing on rocky substances, substrates are called sexy colors. Next, Birophyta. This is the first group of land plants. In this division, approximately 25,000 species are included. In Birophyta, there is a lack of xylem and phloem tissue. Plant body may be of thallus-like and leafy erect structure as in moss. They lack true roots, stems, and leaves. This community is also called amphibian category of the plant kingdom. Water conduction takes place in mosses through parenchyma. The moss, namely sphagnum, is capable of soaking water 18 times of its weight. Therefore, gardeners use it to protect from drying while while taking the plants from one place to another. So sphagnum is very important. Sphagnum moss is used as fuel also. Sphagnum moss is also used as antiseptic. Next, Pteridophyta. The plant of this group is mostly found in wet, shady places, forests, and mountains. The body of plants is differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Stem remains as normal rhizome. Reproduction occurs by spores produced inside the sporangia. Sporangia bearing leaf of a fern is called sorus. So sorus is a sporangia bearing leaf of a fern. Gametophytic phase is short-lived. The diploid zygote develops into an embryo. Gametophyte is called prothallus in pteridophytes. Plants of this community have conducting tissues, but xylem does not contain vessels and phloem does not contain companion cells. Xylem does not contain vessels and phloem does not contain companion cells. Example, ferns, azolla, pteridium, lycopodium, etc. In the next cell of archegonium of fern, one binucleated cell is present. Next part, phanerogamous or floral plant. Plant of this group is well developed. All the plants in this group bear flower, fruits, and seeds. Plants in this group can be classified into two subgroups, gymnosperm and angiosperm. A. Gymnosperm. These plants are in the form of trees and bushes. Plant body are here differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Plants are woody, perennial, and tall. Plant bear naked seed here. Its tap roots are well developed. Pollination takes place through air. The longest plant of the plant kingdom, Sequoia gigantea, comes under it. Its height is 120 meters. This is also called redwood of California. The smallest plant is Zymea figmea. Living fossils are Caicas, Ginkgo biloba, Metasequoia. Ginkgo biloba is also called maidenhair tree. Ovule and antherozoids of Caicas is the largest in the plant kingdom. Coralloid roof of Caicas helps in absorption of water and fixation of nitrogen. The pollen grains of Pinus are so much in number that later it turns into sulfur showers. Now let's read importance of gymnosperms. As a food, sago is made by extracting the juice from the stem of Caicas. Therefore, Caicas is called sago palm. Next, wood. The wood of pine, sequoia, deodar, spruce are used for making furniture. Vapor oil. We get tarpon oil from the trees of pine, cedrus oil from deodar tree, cast oil from juniperus wood. Tannin. It is useful in tanning and making ink. Resin. Resin is extracted from some conical plants which are used in making varnish, polish, paint, etc. Resin is the product of coniferous trees. Best example of polyembryony is citrus. Next, angiosperm. In the plant of this group, seeds are found inside the fruit. In this plant root, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds are fully developed. In the plants of this subgroups, there is a seed coat in seeds. On the basis of the number of cotyledons, there is seed on seed coat in seeds. Plants are divided into two categories, monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Monocotyledon plants, these plants which have only one cotyledon in seed. Example, name of the category and name of main plants. So, liliacin, garlic, onions, etc. Palmae, plants are nut, palm, coconut, date, etc. Graminaceae, plants are wheat, maize, bamboo, sugarcane, rice, bajra, oat, etc. Dicotyledon plants. Those plants which have two cotyledons in its seeds are called dicotyledons. Example, category cruciferae, and name of main plant, radish, turnip, mustard, etc. Malvaceae, example of plant, jute, lady's finger. Leguminosae, plants, babool, lajwanti, ashok, tamarind, and all pulse crops. Composite, plants are sunflower, marigold, lily, etc. Rutaceae, plants are lemon, orange. Cucurbitacea, plants are melon, watermelon, gourd, bitter, etc. Solanaceae, plants are potato, chili, brinjal, belladonna, tomato, etc. Rosacea, strawberry, apple, almond, etc. Leaves are the lungs of the plant here. Plant from which coca and chocolate are obtained is a shrub. Banana is a shrub. Trochodendron is a vesselless angiosperm. Pulses are obtained from the family Leguminosae. From the bark of cinchona, a drug quinine is obtained used in malaria fever. Chloroplast found in sugarcane plant shows dimorphism. Virus. Let's read about virus now. Study of virus is called virology. Virus was discovered by Russian scientist Ivan Risk in the year 1892 during the test of mosaic disease in tobacco. In nature, there are ultramicroscopic particles known as viruses. It has both the characters of living and non-living, so it is a connecting link between living and non-living. Dr. Stanley first isolated the virus causing mosaic disease in tobacco in the form of crystals. Characteristics of virus. They become active inside a living cell. Nucleic acid replicates themselves and they reproduce rapidly. They cause disease like bacteria and fungi. According to parasitic nature, virus is of three types. Plant virus, here RNA is present as its nucleic acid. Animal virus, DNA or sometimes RNA is found in it, that is an animal virus. Bacteriophage, they depend only on bacteria. They kill the bacteria, DNA is found in them. Example, T2 phase. T2 phase. In man, virus cause disease like mumps, chickenpox, hepatitis, polio, AIDS, and herpes. HIV often changes its shape due to the presence of an enzyme, reverse transcriptase. The enzyme integrase produced by the virus, which allow the integration of HIV DNA into host cell DNA. Ebola is a virus. Now let's read about bacteriophages. They are those viruses which infect the bacteria. Example, tobacco mosaic virus. Note, those viruses in which RNA is found as genetic material are called retrovirus. Bacteria. It was discovered by Antony von Leeuwenhoek of Holland in the year 1683. Leeuwenhoek is called the father of bacteriology. In the year 1829, Ehrenberg called it bacteria. The year 1843 to 1892, Robert Koch discovered the bacteria of tuberculosis disease. The year 1812 to 1892, Louis Pasteur discovered the vaccine of rabies and pasteurization of milk. On the basis of shape, bacteria is of different types. First, bacillus. This is rod-like or cylindrical. Next, round or coccus. These are round and the smallest bacteria. Third, comma-shaped or vibrio, like the English sign of comma. Example, vibrio cholera, etc. And fourth, spirillum-shaped, spring or screw-shaped. Some species of Azotobacter, Azospirillum, and Clostridium bacteria live freely in the soil and fix atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogenous compound. The bacteria capable of converting nitrite to nitrate is nitrosomonas. Anabena and nostoc cyanobacteria fix atmospheric nitrogen into soil. The species of Rhizobium and Bridyrhizobium, etc. Bacteria live in the roof of the leguminous plants and they are capable of converting atmospheric nitrogen into its compound. Rhizobium are called symbiotic bacteria. The harmful substance produced by the microbes are known as toxins. Note, to preserve the milk for many days, pasteurization is done. There are two methods of pasteurization. First, low temperature holding method. Here milk is boiled at 62.8 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. High temperature short time method. Here milk is boiled at 71.7 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. 15 seconds, just 15 seconds. In leather industry, separation of hair and fat from leather is done by bacteria. This is called tanning of leather. Pickles syrup is kept in salt or in dense liquid of sugar so that in case of bacterial attack, bacteria are plasmolysed and destroyed. Therefore, pickles do not get spoiled soon and can be preserved for a long time. Citrus fruit and pickles are stored in iron container because it contains organic acid. In the cold storage, objects are kept at low temperature, that is minus 10 degrees Celsius to minus 18 degrees Celsius. Next, let's read mycoplasma. Mycoplasma are smallest known prokaryotic cell causing pneumonia. It is also known as PPLO. Waxman got the Nobel Prize for the discovery of antibiotics streptomycin. Alexander Fleming discovered first an antibiotic, that is penicillin. Xenobiotics are inherently resistant to microbial attack, are called recalcitrant. Microbial type culture collection center is situated where? At Chandigarh. Now let's solve the questions. First, Thellophyta includes option A ferns, option B mosses, option C liverworts, and option D algae. And the answer is Thellophyta includes option D algae. Next, name the largest group of the plant kingdom. Answer, Thellophyta. The study of algae is called phycology. Green algae are green because of, answer, chlorophyll. Study of fungi is called, answer, mycology. Accumulated food in fungi remains as, answer, glycogen. Next, fungi cell wall is made up of, answer, chitin. Heterothelism in fungi was discovered by A.F. Blackley. Next, which of the following is our main fungal disease in plant? Option A, white rust of crucifer, late blight of potato, brown leaf spot of rice, or all of the above. Answer is option D, all of the above are fungal disease in plant. Next, in Bryophyta, there is a lack of, answer is xylem and phloem tissue. Next, Bryophytes community is also called, answer, amphibian category of the plant kingdom. So Bryophytes community are also called amphibian category of plant kingdom. What are mosses? Mosses are non-vascular plant that absorb water and nutrients mainly through their leaves and harvest carbon dioxide and sunlight to create food by photosynthesis. You can see in the picture here mosses have. Water conduction takes place in mosses through, and the answer is parenchyma. So water conduction in the mosses take place through parenchyma. Next question. The sphagnum moss is used as, they are used as fuel and antiseptic. Next, the plant of Pteridophyta group is mostly found in, and the answer is wet, shady places, forest, and mountains. Next, which part is known for the lungs of plant? Answer is leaves. Next, from which family pulses are obtained? Answer, Leguminosae. Next, study of virus is called virology. Next, virus was discovered by Russian scientist Ivanovsky. Next, virus is made up of, answer, protein coat and nucleic acid. Next question, HIV often change its shape due to the presence of, answer is an enzyme reverse transcriptase. Next, those viruses in which RNA is found as genetic material are called, answer is retrovirus. Next, bacteria was discovered by, answer is Antony von Leeuwenhoek. Next, who is called the father of bacteriology? Answer is Antony von Leeuwenhoek. Next, who discovered the bacteria of tuberculosis disease? Answer, Robert Koch. Next, who discovered the vaccine of rabies? Answer, Louis Pasteur. Next, the bacteria capable of converting nitrite to nitrate is nitrosomonas. Next, name the bacteria that live in the roots of the leguminous plants. Answer, Rhizobium and Bradyrhizobium, etc. In the leather industry, separation of hair and fat from leather is done by, answer, bacteria. Next, who got the Nobel Prize for the discovery of antibiotic streptomycin? Answer, Waxman. Next, and the last question, who discovered the first antibiotic? The answer is Alexander Fleming. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel.